Hey, so I'm getting this question almost every day. Should I get a HELOC, a home equity line of credit, to pay off all of my revolving debt? Or should I get a second mortgage? Or should I just do a cash out refinance? What's the difference? Well, here, I'm gonna tell you all about the three options and what is the best one for you. So let's talk about a HELOC, a home equity line of credit. It's really like a big credit card attached to your home. That's the way it functions. It has a line of credit, it has a limit, and as you use that line of credit, your payment will go up. It's based on prime, and the prime rate is going up pretty rapidly right now with what the Fed's been doing to our prime rate. As you make payments on that home equity line of credit, if you bring the balance down, your payments will come down, but it is revolving and it is based on prime. So your payment and your rate will go up as prime goes up. Right now, home equity lines of credit are currently sitting at about 9% in interest rate. If you have a very, very low first mortgage rate right now, let's say you have a 3% rate and you have a large first mortgage, it might make more sense to just do a smaller home equity line of credit, even though that rate sounds really high. The next option is just a true second mortgage. It is not revolving, it is a fixed loan, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's another mortgage in second position that sits behind your first mortgage, and it amortizes just like your first mortgage. So if you drew a $50,000 second mortgage, you would get the full $50,000 right up front. You would have a fixed payment, and it might be based on a 20-year term. The advantage to that is it is fixed, and so you know what your payment's gonna be every month and you can count on it. And if you're paying off high interest rate credit cards that maybe are 20 or 24%, a 9% second mortgage doesn't sound so bad. The third option is to do a cash out refinance. Now this might make sense for you, and depending on what interest rates are doing and where your first mortgage interest rate might sit, it might not be a great option, but it might be. This is one we would really need to talk about because each person's situation is very individual. If you have a very large first mortgage, let's say you have a $400,000 or $500,000 balance and you're sitting at 3% or below and you're only wanting to get $50,000 out, it probably doesn't make sense to do a whole big mortgage at $450,000, $500,000 up in the 7% interest rate. So in this instance, I would say the first two options are better. But if you have a very small mortgage, let's say it's a $100,000 balance and you need to get $100,000 more out to pay off debt, and now you're gonna have a $200,000 mortgage, it probably makes more sense to put that whole loan at one interest rate of 7 or 7.5 than having a 3% and then a 9% second at equal amounts of a balance. I know that's a lot to take in and you probably have questions, and that's what I'm here for. I'd love for you to call me because again, each person's situation is very individual, and that's what we pride ourselves on, putting together a specific strategy just for your situation so we can help you achieve financial freedom and get into a better financial situation. Give us a call today. Let's put together a strategy. Michelle.oddo, the Oddo Group.